Ms. Marcy, you're good.
Need a motion? Come to order for the July board meeting of the Greene County Board of Education.
I'll second.
Unanimous. Pledge allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 180, minutes, and everybody has an exposure.
I move to approve the minutes. Second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Fees and bills.
All right, we had just a few here. Of course, our monthly utility bill is always about $22,000, so that one's in there. We've been buying a bunch of Chromebooks, of course, in preparation for the fall, so there's about $20,000 worth of Chromebooks there. And then also, you're going to see a payment in there that is the first payment, one of two, on the tennis courts, and it's a pretty good size one. It's about $110,000. But then also there's some debt service payments that are in there for about $30,000 and about $12,000, I think. Those are the major ones. Everything else is pretty normal.
I make a motion to pay the bill.
Second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Item 182 is non-resident contracts.
We do this annually, and these are actually for 2021, 2022. Crystal said they have, we go about this a little different now, so they're ahead. So we do non-resident contracts with 11 other districts.
Right. Children going to school. Yes,
So we have some that come here and some go there.
right. I make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Emergency certification approval.
All right, we need to get approval for Randa Bajorquez, GCHS Family and Consumer Science.
All in favor? Maternity leave is item 184. Got three, I think.
We have three there, so see those names? They have, should have an enclosure with those as well.
Okay.
Favor? Item 185, advertise for bids for food service equipment.
This is one of those annual things that we do also. Miss Anna's auditors want for us to bid out for, that's actually for food service equipment repairs. So this is just approval from you all for us to advertise for those bids.
Second.
All in favor? District assurances.
Each year, we approve these assurances. As you know, we receive a certain amount of federal funds each year. We have to submit assurances just stating that we're going to use these funds according to their guidelines. So you all will approve that. We will get these assurances submitted.
Second.
All in favor? The data security and breach notification.
We do this annually. This just says we have procedures and practices in place in case we have a security or data breach in our district, and all public schools must have these in place, and we do. And that says follows the guidelines of the state. So recommend that we approve that.
Make that motion.
Second.
All in favor? Greene County Schools reopening plan.
By this point, you all have had time to look through that, and I'll say this, at this point, the community's had time to look in the newspaper, the article. I've also been on the radio sharing our reopening plan. It's been approved by the health department. We put it out on social media, and I will say this, we will send a copy of it home to every student that has been enrolled in our district. And it's basically operates on a 3-light system, green light, yellow light, and red light, depending on the active case index that constantly changes, but we feel like we have a system in place that adapts to different scenarios that are going on at the time. And we hopefully have a plan in place that will allow us to open up schools again, which through survey, our parents are ready. They know the importance of getting our kids back in school. And, we want to provide a safe place, physical place. But we also know them being in school, it's good for their mental health. And obviously, it's best for student learning. So we will say this, anyone that's uncomfortable will have the virtual learning option, and we'll also have the in-person option. So school's set to begin on August the 6th, and we'll continue to look at that plan and analyze that plan along with our health department, but we feel like we have it in a good spot, and there may be slight revisions along the way, but I feel like we have a good plan to approve here tonight by the local board.
I'll make the motion to approve the plan.
All in favor? Gotcha. Second reading of the KSB policy update number 43.
We had the first reading last month, and you all were briefed on those, the policy update. And once again, the KSBA puts out an annual update each year, so this would be our second reading.
Approval of BG1 for the Greene County High School.
Everyone should have a copy of that. I think I laid it on the side there, not in your packet. But as you all know, this is the initial application that we submit. This BG1 is the initial application for the Greene County High School project. As you look down through there, you can see that this is for a new building. You can also see that our district facility plan has been approved at the end of 2019. As you go on through there, you'll see that this is for Greene County High School. I'm going to read just the scope of this project. The proposed project will include a new 500-student high school on the existing site to replace the existing facility. The project will renovate the existing gymnasium and fitness area. So that's the scope of it. And it gets on into the square footage, which I will not talk about. The total funds available at this time is just shy of $23 million, and that's total projected cost. As you know, as we get into bond sales and things of that nature, we feel like that's a conservative number. That bond sales could even maybe increase those funds slightly. But that can be revised as we go along, but we do need to accept that BG1 to get this process started.
I move we accept BG1.
All in favor? Next. Superintendent informs the board of personnel action taken since last board meeting.
Didn't need any action on that tonight.
Item 192 is a report from
Okay. Also, I laid on your desk a copy of what we've been working on for 1 year, and we just have got back. This is kind of the first draft. There's a few grammatical errors on here, a few things that we're going to change, but as far as the scope of this is intact. So I would like to take just a minute and kind of go through this tonight. This strategic plan, as it says, it's sharpness and clarity for the future. I'm a firm believer we need a plan. So for the next 5 years, this plan will guide us as we try to accomplish our vision. And you can see, of course, the board members are over there on the left. To the right of there, you can see the members that are in each committee that met over the course of the year. And we met for the whole year in these committees. you look at page 2, it tells what our mission is, what our vision is, what our motto is, and mission and vision we approved last year, the board approved. We've had the motto as well with that for some time. There's 8 committees. One committee is the academics committee. And you can see the goals that are there that the committee has set forth and how we're going to try to attempt to achieve those goals. Also, with the technology committee, you can see the goals that are there and the ways that we're going to accomplish those goals. You can see the same thing for the student life committee, the marketing committee, the leadership committee. There's a finance committee, facilities committee, and school identity committee. And each of these committees were charged with setting goals to help us move this district forward for the next 5 years. I feel like it's a good strategic plan. And you might say, who makes up these committees? You can see it's a lot of different people. It's not just staff members here in the district, but it's community people. There's also students on this committee. The board chair, Ms. Marcy, sit in on some of these committees. And it's just a good representation of our community. Our community feels like this is a good plan to move the district forward over the next 5 years. And we'll continue to tweak and update this annually. And like I told our staff, we may not accomplish every single goal, but no doubt we'll accomplish some of these goals over the next 5 years, and no doubt we'll be in a better spot at the end of this 5-year period. We'll move forward. I'm a firm believer you got to have a goal, you got to have a plan. So, if you all are agreeable to this, I would ask for action tonight just to show your support to our strategic plan.
I'd make a motion.
All in favor?
Right, and I'll just, no other action needed, I'll just provide a few updates here. We talked about our reopening plan, and of course we saw the governor's guidance today. We didn't specifically mention schools. The school plan was already in place. If there's any changes, community know that we will update you as we go along based on his guidance today. But as of now, we have no other direction other than what we've already sent out, and our plan is still in compliance. We would just ask, and we've gotten a lot of this, a lot of patience from the community and a lot of trust from the community. We appreciate that. Just going along, we do have 2 new school buses that have been delivered. And like the 2 last year, those have air conditioning on them. As we move forward and purchase buses, we plan to put air conditioning on the buses as we go along. The tennis courts are still progressing. We hope those are finished soon. You all approved tonight the VG1, so the project at the high school is well underway. You might have noticed some asphalt work around the district, some sealing and striping and things of that nature. So parking lots and drives are in good shape. They've also been doing a lot of groundwork, different places. I will say this, with going to the virtual learning, we were in need of a lot of new devices. And we typically use Chromebooks. So we've purchased several Chromebooks in the last month or 2. Zach could probably give us an approximate number on that.
Well, we've ordered about $75,000 worth of Chromebooks.
About $75,000 worth of Chromebooks have been purchased. So they will go be well used. And at the football field, of course, we have a great partner in Limestone Bank, and before long, that video board will be placed there at the football field. Much like in the gym, as the video board, we'll have a new scoreboard, a new video board there at the football field. Thank Limestone for that partnership. They're a great partner. So that's my update for this evening, but a lot happening, a lot still happening. But we're excited, even though it's going to be different, to get students back involved in school activities, because we know it's important for a lot of different reasons, physical and mental health, and their learning. And we've got a great staff, I'll say that. All these things I mentioned we couldn't accomplish without the staff that we have. They've been working hard all summer long. And, can't thank them enough for the planning that they've done. Just been a big task, but they rose to the occasion. Thank you all for, wading through this with us along the way.
No other business items to discuss. The next regularly scheduled board meeting will be August 13th. Favor? Your next?